Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play Factorio. Last time on Factorio, we started to set up a steel smelting industry, and we were on a quest to replace our furnaces with steel furnaces to improve production. And today, we're going to be continuing that. Okay, sorry for the slight delay there. A little steam pop-up popped up. Okay. So we've got all of these mining as steel furnaces, but it doesn't look like we have enough iron. So, first things first, let's get this tree out of the way so I can move. We'll get this fixed so that it's actually producing iron. Research is done. Can't research, can't research, can't research. I guess we'll do turret damage here. Should be okay. Okay, let's add a new miner. Oh, it looks like Darius is here. Hey, Darius! Okay, we'll make some more electric mining drills. I know I said 4, but or 2, but I think I'm going to actually do 4 mining drills. I just don't have enough iron feeding these right now. This might actually be a good time to do the research to improve mining speeds. Just make sure everything's keeping up with the industry. So we'll place these 2 electric miners here. We'll add a telephone pole there to power it all. And I still don't have a lot of transporter belts. Really gotta get things back up to snuff so I can get those. Okay, our research on gun turret damage is done. Gonna go ahead and do what I was just talking about if I can find it here. No, I can't even do it yet, so I've got to unlock advanced electronics first. Alright, advanced electronics it is. I'm still getting kind of used to the new research tree. They kind of changed it around a little bit, but we'll manage. So this is kind of running at capacity. There's not really enough iron plates to supply this whole section, so it's not really even worth expanding this to steel furnaces yet, just because it's not going to really do anything because there's so much idle there anyways. So I'm going to just do is come up here, grab the rest of these steel furnaces, and we'll run down here and we'll start upgrading our iron production. Now, it also looks like our iron production is suffering from a iron ore deficiency. There's not enough iron coming in. So we'll have to fix that. There they are. Okay. So I should just be able to run across and get these all replaced. And then we'll start producing steel at a much faster rate. And we do have some iron starting to actually get up here, so that's good. 22 gun turrets, not bad. Not terrific, but not bad. Let's see here. We've got 45 fast transporter belts ready in that production line. We will come down here and we will upgrade the ore mines. Production belt. And that's it. That's all we have the resources for. But it should improve the efficiency of these miners, especially these ones that are closer to the end of the line. And I just noticed we're actually low on power. Alright, I should have enough resources to go expand the power grid. Let's go check out what's going on. Good news is we have more than enough copper plates that we could ever want. So our power grid is way over here. And yeah, this is just maxed out. I do wonder how many of these I could fit on there. It actually looks like it's maybe not producing enough steam, given how much the production is jumping like that. Okay, so let's try and fix that by making another boiler, which we can kind of just slot in here. Make a couple of pipes. Once my iron problem is fixed, I'm gonna make some factories to start making pipes and stuff automatically. Pipe's another one of those things that you just need so many of to get everything working. Let's see if that stabilizes production and performance here. It looks like it does, which seems to stabilize my power problem for a moment, although I'm still pretty close to maxing this out. It seems a little bit inefficient the way I've built it though, so I'm not sure what the solution will be to that. I might just expand it over this way a little bit more, or have like a second line of generators coming down. You know what? I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Used to just be you could just build a line of these and then you could kind of just have 2 lines of generators easily set up, but with this new way of setting things up, it's a little harder to do that, so we'll manage. So it looks like we can run 9 generators off of 5 boilers. We'll build 5 boilers, we'll get 7 steam engines, 8, 9 steam engines, okay. And we're under attack again. Looks like that's way over here, and it looks like the turret was able to clean up the attacker. And we are low on gear wheels. Always short on something. Always short on something. I suppose I should queue up another offshore pump. So what I'll do is I'll maybe put another pump here, lead this down to here, have another 5 of these boilers going across here, and then I'll just run another set of steam engines down this side. So effectively what we'll end up doing is we'll end up doubling our power. Get research back up and running at the moment. Freaking cat just got in my way. Okay, let's run over here because we're short on iron plates again. So let's run over here. And I could have just collected the iron off of that line, but it's fine. Yeah, this isn't even enough iron ore to do half of that. Here we go. Let's just pick up some iron ore there. Not iron ore, iron plates. Really tripping over my words lately. But once again, we'll power through. Okay, we've got a couple of pipes building while we're running back. Deleting building buildings, the fastest way through construction projects. Okay. And we'll set this up there. Did I not get 9 of these? How did I only end up with 8? I thought I ended up with 9. Oh well. We'll just connect these in the middle like this. You know, I'm starting to notice a pattern. I always say I'm going to automate like the telephone poles and stuff, and then I never do. Because I am terrible. Okay, so we'll move this down here like this. And we've got connect. Oh, that's right. So this doesn't connect there. I've got to run this over like here. For some reason I thought I connected on the back end, but it only connects on the sides. So there we go. That will connect that. And then that will connect the steam. So if I click the Alt button, you'll see that the water comes in on the sides and the steam goes out the front. Really kind of wish you could adjust that manually. That'd be a really cool mechanic to help you design your factories a little bit better. But, okay, so these should all be running now. Yep, everything looks good. We're below 50% power and we're under attack again. One object was destroyed. Oh boy, did my gun turret bite the dust? I gotta take the transporter belts back, otherwise they're gonna start chewing on my production line too much. So somehow, oh, he's still there. I was about to say, somehow he took out the turret and then died himself, but I guess he just decided to fiddle around for a couple minutes before dying. I wonder if the turret actually ran out of ammo. If I remember correctly, we didn't put all that much ammo into it. Go ahead and I'll just put another turret here just to help protect this. Looks like there was a couple in this attack run, so maybe it either ran out of ammo or got overwhelmed. I'm just going to set up a couple of just in case turrets though. That looks good for now. Probably should get research started again. Okay, mining productivity, perfect. Everything seems to be running. Even with research running, we're under half production potential for our energy grid, so we're looking good there. So, I think next what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 6, 7, 8. I'm going to add just another quick 8 or so miners to this production line here, just to help meet production demand for right now. Let's see if we have enough fast transporter belts made yet to expand the fast transporter belt system, which is up in this one. 31. Good enough. Okay, and that also gave us the time to finish the miners. Okay, so those 8. We'll run fast belts down this way, like so. And then we gotta run the telephone poles to start those ones. So that will hopefully solve our production problems for now. Go ahead and I'm just gonna throw that excess iron ore in this last one since it's not getting any. That will help production there for a moment. Okay. Everything looks like it's running pretty good here. Let's see. Iron is slowly starting to make it down to these ones over here. Doesn't look like... Yeah, it's gonna max out right about in this area, though. Actually, no. It looks like it's doing better than I thought it would be. So hopefully once we get some more iron plates running down this line, we'll get some more transporter belts and we can then expand again. Probably also want to start maybe a production line for getting wall segments built. Just because you need so many wall segments. Looks like on the mini-map we have some stone up here. Yeah, stone. So what I think I'll end up doing... I won't quite do that. Okay, get level 2 of mining productivity up. I think we're going to be okay on steel furnaces for now. So I think I'm going to do is I'm going to convert this. Since there's so much excess stone coming in here anyways, I might convert this to... Do we not have walls researched yet? Huh, I guess not. Well, let's research walls real quick. That will go super, super fast. And it's done. Okay, so now we'll backtrack to doing mining efficiency for now. That should allow me to build walls now out of this. Yep, here we go. 5 stone blocks into a wall. And it looks like it's not going to go fast enough, so I'm just going to put in a couple of mismatched transporter belts, and yeah, that looks like it's going fine. Actually, it looks like even with 3 arms, fast arms, feeding this thing, it's producing faster than these things can grab it. And it looks like there's not enough stone coming in, because not all of these are on. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a second. I've got 1 extra electric mining drill. We'll build in one extra mining drill to get us 2. And we'll place them here. And hopefully they'll give us enough stone to really fuel this. But the problem is, if we look at our map, there's such a huge area here that we need to wall off. Like, I probably need to wall off actually all the way up to here so I can get this secondary coal deposit. You wall off. Ooh, huge section here. Maybe the wall off can come up here, or maybe this can be a different section connected by trains. Definitely maybe this area, just so I can have crude oil. We'll have to wing that in the future. Okay, so I should probably build a steel chest here. I actually probably should just spend iron. I don't have that much steel. And we can just start depositing steel in that chest for now. And we've already got 62 wall segments, so we should be able to get that started soon. Okay. All this seems to be working. Ah, excellent. Finally, iron is starting to stockpile in here, which is a Christmas miracle. So what is the holdup here? Looks like the holdup is on gear wheels. So what I think I'll do... no, this is the turret production area. Still don't have that many turrets. And that seems to be mostly a gear wheel problem. What's going on here? Seems to be running at good efficiency. Just this, I guess, consumes so many gear wheels. Yeah, it consumes 5 gear wheels, and you can see it's just about 1 second production time. So there's really no way this is ever going to keep up with that, but... I don't even think I would have the iron to keep up with it, really, but let's see if we can do anything for it. So maybe I put that there. I do that. Yeah, so that will help produce a couple extra gear wheels just to keep things moving. It's going to probably consume all of my iron, though. Meh, looks good to me. Okay. Some minor damage to some of these buildings, but I don't really feel like taking the time to repair them. See, research is moving. Looks like the mining bit activity is just about caught up to my production potential. Still need to upgrade these to fast transporter belts. Let's see if we have enough transporter belts up here. 64? Seems like a good start. Fun fact, while I'm building this, I actually tried to download and get Magic the Gathering Chandelure up and running to live stream. It's because I like that game, but it's so old and still so unstable on Windows 7 that the broadcasting software that would broadcast it to Twitch actually doesn't pick up on the game. Okay, just waiting for this underground transporter belt to finish and trying to get the cat out of my hair. Okay, so that should get this up to 100% efficiency, just about at least. I'm starting to see some stuttering here with the recording software, especially when I run. Fortunately, the broadcasting to Twitch takes up a lot of resources, and my video card's like 7 years old now, so it tends to struggle even with simpler games like this. I tried actually streaming PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and just like my character would spawn in, I'd get to the end of the plane ride, I'd get automatically dumped out, I would land on the ground, and then get punched to death before my game would even load in. That's how bad streaming with PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds is on this computer. So let's see, what's the hold up here? It looks like steel potential. So, oh, that's done. I do like the fact that they put the little research icons down here so you can just quickly click through them or look through them to see which ones that you can or can't do. We're going to go ahead and research lasers because I want to get laser turrets up because I really don't want to run around throwing ammunition into turrets all day. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get that up. Let's go ahead and replace these with steel. Oops. Click. Okay, so that should improve our steel production as well. How much steel do we have out of curiosity? 442. It shows 20 boilers per pump and 2 engines per boiler. Yeah, probably. I like the way I have it set up. It's fine. Darius, once again, sorry for kind of ignoring your chats there in the window. I don't actually know where my phone is at the moment, otherwise I'd set that up as a chat window. Okay. Where was I? Now we could upgrade the copper production. That seems like kind of a waste given how inefficient this is right now. So I think next we should probably start focusing on producing purple research. Or not purple, greens. So greens, not greens, blues. Man, I cannot talk today. So blues are electric units, advanced circuits, and 1 electric mining drill. That's new. I could have swore blues used to be something like batteries and something else, like batteries and fast inserters or something like that. So that has to have changed. It's interesting that it requires mining drills now. I wonder if that's just representative of what types of technologies are now researched by this now. At least I would hope it would be. Okay, so in order to make these, I'm going to need blues, which is going to require, red advanced circuits, which is going to require plastics. So, should probably work on getting some plastics built. What should I research next? Ooh, electric distribution network. Just so I can get off of the wood-based ones, I can have these that are made out of steel. It's a little bit better of a coverage area too. Go ahead and get that research there. So, we need to start by getting oil up and running. So let's go... First I'm going to collect a bunch of gear wheels off the assembly line here. And there's no good place to really put an inserter to put these in a crate, so... Take it from here? Nah, this isn't producing enough. Anyways, let's come up here and we're gonna start drilling for oil, I think. See, there are more science packs that you help you research the take a science run. Yeah, okay, thanks, sir. So it is related to the type of science that it can do, so it's nice that they made that change. It makes a lot of sense. So let's just scout out this area here. Some more stone. Some iron over here, big iron patch here. But I think this area is where we're going to have most of our oil production. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clear out some of these trees just because they're in the way. Well, actually, now that I have steel, I should be able to make a steel axe. Yeah, there we go. So steel axes should do everything faster, I believe. Let's see. Seems a little bit faster. It's hard to tell. Maybe it'll just last longer. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to set up just 2 turrets here, just so that it's a little too close, just so that I'm not really interrupted by the biters. Not that the game has been sending me a whole lot of biters, but better safe than sorry. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 4. I'm going to do half of that just because I don't want to burn through too much of my inventory resources. Research on the electric distribution finished. Let's see here, what do we want to do next? I need engines for those science packs, so I will go ahead and start engine research. While I'm waiting for my wells to finish, we'll run some electrical lines. So I think that even with normal riches, this is kind of maybe too many resources. Like, I almost don't feel like I have to branch out at all for resources, and that's kind of a shame. Maybe we'll have to a little bit later as things start to get mined out, but I really doubt that I'll need much more than I have. 4. You know what? I am going to come back down here and start that assembly line for pipes, just because once you get into doing wells and stuff, you need a lot of piping. So much piping. You know what? This is still doing pretty bad for iron. So is this over here. I was hoping to take it off of this line, but with our upgrades, this seems inefficient at best. Don't want to have to do this, but I guess we're going to have to go crazy on iron ore production here. This is, by the way, what I was talking about earlier. You never have enough of anything in this game. By the way, if you guys missed previous streams, I put a link to my YouTube channel where I have all the old episodes archived there if you want to check it out. So I have to stockpile red transporter belts. It should be useful for getting everything moving quicker. So that completes this section for getting everything on a red transporter belt. Hopefully that will get these last couple of furnaces running at a better efficiency rating. You know what I actually might have to do? I might have to come over here or up over here, and I might have to build an entirely new iron production facility like this just to power the rest of the factory, because it looks like that just what we have here is like consuming just about all of this. Okay, actually I came down here for a reason. And that reason was to... should work. No, it won't work there. Well, I said I was going to do maybe a long inserter. And I lost item there because I'm maxed out on my inventory space. Crap. Let's see here. This is really wonky doing it like this, putting it in a chest and then putting it in there. But I really, as I said, don't want to spend all day making pipes. So this is my solution. Just trying to see if I can make this more efficient, easier. Doesn't look like it. Suppose I could just do like a fast inserter, and you know what, maybe I'll do it that way. Let's see. And pipe. This is really just not the way I wanted to do this. Fast inserter. So, got the iron plates putting in this chest here so that there's a stockpile for me to come grab if I ever run out of materials. But to have it just be put on the ground and then picked up by this guy and then put into there just to make pipes over here really isn't my idea of clean or neat, but I guess that's what I get for not planning things out. I am going to run over here real quick. I just want to deposit this copper ore out of my inventory. Okay. Let's go back over here. First of all, let's collect all the pipes that we've made. 62 is a good start. And let's think about how we want to do this up here. So first and foremost, let's connect this to the power grid. That should do it. And then let's connect all these to pipes. Oops. There we go. Yeah, I think they upgraded that sound effect. That's a decent sound effect. Oh, well, that was a stupid way for me to do it. There, everything's all connected. Hey, we're up to 4 viewers. I think that's an all-time high. Oh, we're under attack. Yep. Hang on, I'm coming, boys. Running, running, running. Need to start plopping those turrets I built down. Kind of lazy when it comes to turrets because I really just want to wait for laser turrets to show up. Just because I don't want to build a bunch of turrets then replace a bunch of turrets. All that for one biter? Sheesh. Alright, well. One biter, one turret. 34 clips of ammo should be sufficient. We build this mining drill. We build the power connector. Oh, and I let my research idle too long. Let's see here. Electric engines, automobilism, trains. Electricity accumulators. I guess I'll do engines right now. Electric engines. Don't quite need them, but I just want to keep my research running, honestly, at this point. Okay. We're going to run back up here now. So let's have a look what we need to make advanced circuits. So plastic. So what do we need to make plastic? Petroleum gas and coal from chemical plants. And chemical plants have to be fed by this guy, the oil refinery. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and I'll just build 3 oil refineries. Am I short on stone bricks? Oh, biters. I think I was zoomed out right then, otherwise those biters may have actually destroyed those. Go ahead and we'll just drop another turret here. Good thing we actually started building wall segments because I actually really am going to start to need them now. Okay, and I'm also going to need a couple of storage tanks to help keep things moving. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to take our oil refineries. Oop, research is done. Flight. Flight sounds good. I like drones. Who doesn't like drones? Go ahead and we'll just drop these oil refineries here. Place telephone poles in between them to connect them. Okay, and set them to basic oil processing. Looks like they changed how these work mechanically as well. Alright, let's connect the piping here. Yeah, but, I mean, power consumption really isn't anything, Darius, as far as laser turrets. By the way, sorry for the late recall on that, but power consumption is nothing. I mean, power is essentially free in this game. And we can build such large power farms later that it doesn't even matter. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set up just a line of storage. Because otherwise you don't... I mean, there's no way to use, like, 100% of everything coming out of here because of the quantities of usage or whatever. So you kind of have to set up storage tanks just to store what's coming out, because otherwise if one of these isn't deposited, it just won't run the next batch. Like, it won't waste the materials, which I guess is good, but it's also kind of annoying because you just have to keep building more storage if you're not using it. And I'm out of pipes already. Well, this is why we built the pipe factory. Now, one of the things I find key about pipes is use a lot of underground pipes. The underground pipes go a lot further than the above ground like transporter belts or the underground transporter belt system, and it just prevents it from getting in the way because you can't go through pipes. Oops, fighters. That was a good stack of them. How are you doing for ammo? One thing of ammo left. Eesh. We'll stockpile you up there. That could have actually been some bad damage there. Okay. Electricity is down again? How'd that happen? What? I guess we need to go check on our electrical grid? I'm confused. We came down here for pipes. Let's pick up our pipes. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. And we'll run this way. Still not enough iron coming off of these. I think the transporter belts might be almost maxing out. And if we have power problems, that would also slow down these miners. So let's check out what's going on over here in Power Central. None of these are running. Really? We're maxing out on coal? Coal's the problem here? Yeah, I guess so. Well, this is why we set up the emergency power grid. So, a couple episodes ago, we set up these emergency power grids. So now, this will put the wood here, and the wood will help supply this until we can get coal up and running again. It looks like these consume a lot more power than they used to. And as you can see, the problem is that this is a negative feedback loop. The less power that's going to these, the slower these inserters run, the slower these drills run, which means the less coal comes up on the line, which means the less these generators and engines can power. So it's just a negative feedback loop, and my power supply will just keep getting better and worse and worse and worse. I'm going to go ahead and we'll just completely double the supply. Yeah, well, Darius is right on that. You don't need a heavy amount of lube or other materials that come from it. Really what you need is a lot of petroleum gas, honestly, that comes from it. Now, there is some advanced oil processing stuff that we'll get in a little bit where we can just turn those excess materials like the light oil into medium oil, and then the medium oil into... heavy oil into medium oil into light oil, and the light oil back into petroleum. So I'm going to go ahead and move these. I did a number on my stockpiled wood, but it got everything back up and running, which was the entire point of why we set this up. I just noticed that they did this thing where you can walk between these now, which is interesting, even though they're technically connected. Oh well, I'm not going to complain. Okay, let's keep moving. I mean, I guess I see your point about the burner inserters so that they can keep going even if you lose electricity. But you've got to keep putting coal in there, so it still requires a means of putting coal in there, so you still need electricity somewhere along the line. Like, I guess I don't see how that would work. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll start connecting these. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put to the underground pipe here so that the petroleum will come out of this pipe, go underground here, and then come up here, which will connect to this, go underground here, come back up here, and right into there. And same thing with this. There's the light oil. We'll just connect this over here like this, I guess. And then this will connect down here like that. And what we'll do here is we'll put an underground pipe here connecting the light oil right here to the light oil right there. The heavy oil right here to the heavy oil right there. Light oil here to light oil there, which connects to this light oil here, which connects here, which goes to there. Need some more underground pipes. And we'll connect the heavy oil here to the heavy oil here. As I said, I like using the underground pipes because it just gives you room to run instead of blocking this whole thing up. Okay, and I should start stockpiling the oil products. Everything looks like it's going okay. Probably could actually build an extra oil refinery, although we don't have the stone for that. So, let's get research back up and running before I forget. We'll do solar power. Mining productivity. Yeah, we need mining productivity more than anything right now. Okay, so back to this. Advanced circuits. So we need plastics. Plastics require petroleum gas, which is made at the chemical plant. Go to 1, 2, 3, 4 chemical plants. Ooh, we're out of electrical circuits in our inventory. Well, while our chemical plants are building, we'll run down here. I'm sorry if I sound off today. I've actually got an ear infection and it's really killing me. Okay. I've got enough pipes for now. Grab some electrical circuits. Doing good. Still not enough. Not enough iron. You know, it's really odd to me that they added this mining productivity thing and didn't add like a furnace productivity production line. I don't see one. I mean, we can eventually upgrade that to electric furnaces, which will take, so it will take, there's these books, I guess you can put in them, the productivity modules, that's the word, productivity modules. So we can upgrade those to take productivity modules to go faster when we upgrade to electric, but that's a little bit down the line still. Okay. Just want to build another turret right here. Just in case. Darius, I think the answer to the inserters is what you could actually do is you could build a small self-contained power grid with maybe just solar that just feeds the inserters that feed your main boilers. That'd also be a good way to do it because it's a constant power drain and you could easily just do it with a couple of solar panels and a lot of battery backup. Okay. Actually, is there enough oil coming in here? It looks like it's feeding slowly. Yeah, that's not producing enough oil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we'll just get the rest of this oil up and running. These aren't actually producing enough oil to power all of these, so that's a little bit of a problem for me. I think it looks like they changed how much the storage tanks used to take. I thought they used to take like 5K, but it looks like it's barely got anything in there with 3K. So that's good because you used to require a lot of tank storage. Go ahead and I'll start connecting these while I'm waiting for the rest of mine to build. Don't know why it gave me the beep beep there for not being able to build, but whatever. Okay, let's check on the electrical grid. Oh man, we're starting to max out again. Sheesh. Gotta get that tree, but there's no point. Just bugged me. Okay, so that should help with production a bit. Should go to 200, and this one should start feeding. Yep. So, maybe we'll just need a lot more wells in the future. Okay, so we need our chemical factories. So we need I'm confused. Oh, so petroleum comes in over here. Okay. I thought for some reason these produce the petroleum, but no, it comes directly off of the oil refinery. I don't know what I was thinking. So one of the interesting things too about gas is you can actually make solid fuel for your furnaces out of oil. which I guess makes sense, but there's really never a need for it. Like in all the games of Factorio I've played, there's always been a sufficient amount of coal. I guess if you for some reason run out of coal, you can do oil-based fuel, but it seems like kind of a waste. Might be more fuel in these. Maybe these last longer. I'm honestly not sure. Yeah, I guess you do have two types of mining, Darius. We will eventually get to the part where it's all electrical based. I think you do need coal at least still for steel because steel's part of the recipe, or coal's part of the recipe. But okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna run petroleum in here, and no, I don't think I wanted to do that. Let's back up a second here. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use underground. And I'm doing that because I've got to bring coal in. And in order to do that, I've got to leave a space here for the inserter arms to pick up on said coal. Now, the closest coal mine is over here, so I think we're just going to build a couple of mining rigs over here and just mine this coal for that. 2 mining rigs should be enough, hopefully. So that should connect to power. Okay, and we'll build a turret here. Protect that. I almost don't want to run this long of a conveyor belt, but it's not that far of a distance that it would be worth it. Frickin' biters. Oh, turret got him. I just lost my focus there because I saw the red dots of the biters coming in like this. So I tried to run here down here to get them, but that turret got them, so. How's this turret doing on ammo? 16. It's fine. It's going to go up anyways. We're blocked by that tree. So this should start to produce plastics. Actually, in hindsight, this is kind of a dumb place to put it because it's just been easy to expand the storage there. Oh well. Oh, that's why things aren't running. I was like, why aren't things running? I never set them to run. Okay, so that gets plastic. So the second part of this was then to get advanced circuits online. Turrets are engaged again. Might have to start expanding the turrets. Speaking of which, I might go ahead and just put a turret right here. I guess that turret's fine. Oops. Research is done. Solar power. Ooh, excuse me. Alright, let's see here. So, the next part about this, I think, is going to be we're going to need more electronic circuits to power this all. And we're going to need a lot more copper wiring to power those circuits. And then we're going to need another biter attack down over here in this corner, but the turret we dropped there earlier took care of it. We're going to need a lot more copper wires, I should say, because we look at the recipe for this. 4 copper wires, 2 2 plastic bars, and 2 electronic circuits. So that's actually quite a bit of copper wiring. You wouldn't think so, but it really is. Plus you got the copper wiring for the electronic circuits. And this is actually still maxed out here, so I think what we're going to have to do is build a second mining area and start mining more iron to feed the rest of the factory. Oh, biters, biters, biters. Oh, turret got him. I think I'll put another half stack on there. We're starting to run low on ammo. Where did I put ammo? That should be good. Those turrets are paying off. Biter attacks are getting bigger and more frequent as well. Wish it was a little bit faster. I could probably handle a few more biters right now, but I guess we shouldn't complain. Okay. So how do I want to work this? I'm just trying to think of how I want the production to handle it, because currently all my copper is down here, and I'm going to need to drag iron from all the way up here. I could build another iron mining facility right here, just kind of cloning this one, and then find a way to get this copper out of here. Probably I'll just do underground transporter belts, bringing it this way, and then the copper and iron could run this way, and we can have our electronics production here. Just trying to make sure that works out in my head. I think it does. How's coal doing down over here? Okay, so yeah, coal, got enough coal running on this now so that these electrical grids are good. Seems like we have enough steam for everything. So let's start by clearing some space up here. Chopping trees is so exhausting. Okay. Oops, solar energy's done. What else is green that we can do? Robotics? Probably energy accumulators. We need some batteries for the power grid. Just like an emergency backup system. So the thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do 5, 10... 10? 12. $13, $14, $15, $16. That should be enough. So what we're going to do is we'll have these up here. They'll come down here. And maybe I'll build a short train to run these all the way over here. Maybe it should really be worth a train. I could honestly just almost build a transporter belt. I guess we don't have a lot of belts stored up though. Do I want to do a train? Where would the train end up? Because the ultimate goal would have it come down here. I guess the train track could come down here. We could replace some of these sections with underground transporter belts. The train could have its end loop right about here. Unloaded materials would come down, and then maybe our production area would go up here. The other option is we could build the iron production up here and then use the train to move the iron down over here. I feel like that would actually be best because we're going to have to do some work to replace this area, and if there's a second area on top of this, it's going to be a little bit harder to change these out for electric smiths later. So I think what we'll end up doing is we'll end up building them up here. So we're going to need, okay, that turret's taking care of those biters down over here. We're actually going to need to turn this off for a second, and we're going to need to start making more steel furnaces for this. Go ahead and just turn this off. We have enough in here, and I want this to go into the making furnaces for now. Still not enough stone here. Go ahead and we'll just increase our stone production. And electrical accumulators are done. Let's see, what's next? Weapons 2? Yeah, well, it's not going to take that much science. It's going to go real quick, so why not? Let's see, I'll go ahead and I'll build this here, here, 5, 6. Don't care about landfills. I kind of do want to do flammables to get the flamethrower. And the flamethrower is going to let me clear trees, because I can just use the flamethrower there. Oh, if I'm going to build trains, I might want to build railways, though. Indecisive as always. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15... Did I build enough of these? Oh, that's right, because I used 2 down there, not 1. I rebuilt 1. 16. And we might have to expand our power grid again, because I think this is going to probably maximize our power reserves. Let's see what power is currently at. Guess we'll be okay for a minute or so. More biters down there, but turrets took care of them. So let's start. Coal will come across here like that. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Get this tree out of the way. Get this tree out of the way. Set up some initial furnaces. Signal lights. Yep, signal lights. No, I will skip the tutorial, thank you. Okay, get this to go away. There we go. I really hope there's an option menu someplace. I'll have to investigate it after the stream. I really hope there's an option menu to turn those tutorials off, because that's a wee bit annoying. I'm not even sure trains really need a tutorial now because they just simplified the building of them, or at least I hope that was the most recent patch. Oh, what's going on down here? Yeah. Turret engaged in enemy. Whoa, that's a lot of biters. So this either ran out of ammo or got destroyed. So I'm going to go ahead and just replace this with 2. Looks like thankfully all they got was the turrets. And we'll just put a bunch of stacks of ammo in there just to prevent that from happening again. Eventually we will get the wall segments up. Okay, so I need to grab more transporter belts. Thankfully our iron supply is slowly outdoing production, but that's either not going to last for long or it's just so slight that it doesn't even matter. Oh, we're up to 4 stream viewers. I think that's like an all-time high for me. Welcome one, welcome all. Okay. And might as well stop back over here real quick. Doing too much running around. I can't wait till we get robots so I can get connected to a distribution grid and have stuff flown to me. Railways are done. Signal lights. Okay. Really? Again? Didn't I just close that? Okay, we'll go ahead and we'll switch this back to wall segments. I think 150 plus furnaces is more than enough. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. Actually, probably should have researched that cloning blueprint, and that would have made this a lot easier. Oh well. Basically, we're going to have an identical... Frickin' lighters. Essentially, we're going to have an identical setup to what we had on our bottom iron production. And we just need to... Okay, and then coal. Probably come up over this way. We'll go ahead and we'll just drop 1, 2 turrets here. Put the ammo in there. We will run this down like this. We run the iron lane. Okay, signal lights are done. Stuff to research fluids wagon. Probably don't need that right now. Circuit network flammables. Robotics. I like robotics. Get off of here. Sadly, since they've changed up railways a lot, I know I've been complaining about those tutorial pop-ups, so I might actually have to go through them to figure out how they work now. So let's see. Coal will probably come around here. So what I'm going to do for coal is coal's actually just going to come right through here. What I'll do is I'll put a underground belt here, which can come out here. I'm actually just going to do this just so that the coal is not in the way of my plastics. And then a little bit inefficient how we have this here. But should be okay with fasts there. And we'll come around like this. Reconnect the power grid. I could have just connected this down here and just reversed the direction, but I'm quite lazy. It's going to take way too long to build that many. Wrong button. Want one of these. I am misclicking and mistalking all sorts of amounts today, guys. Options, others, show tutorial notifications. Option, other, show tutorial notifications. Thank you, Darius. And that should get everything running. How's our power grid doing? Fine, apparently. Okay. So I want an efficient way to transport this iron here. So let's start by making this come out a little bit like that. And down here. Because you see there's enough coal stockpiled up on this transport belt to feed it. And we'll start by... It's going to be my limiting factor of these rail lines. Stone. Really, stone. Didn't think I'd need stone anymore. I guess we do. I'll just steal a bunch from here. Hopefully there'll be enough rail segments. Wait, are there not curved rail segments anymore? Hang on a second. Maybe they're just all one and the same? Darius, do you know, is there no longer curved rail segments in the game? Logistics robots, perfect. You curve them when you place them. Well, I know I can rotate them, but there used to be like a curved track option. Because R just gives me this. Ah, there we go. I think I figured it out. Ah, crap, 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 crap. Huge biter attack. Huge, huge biter attack. Not good, not good. We're losing 50 plus objects. Jesus Christ. That was not good. They just completely wrecked our production line here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really need to get laser turrets online. Really need to get those wall segments built as well. So, Darius, apparently what you've got to do is you've got to just click and hold it while you build, and then it will automatically try to curve things. I understand the appeal of infinite ore patches, but part of the game is expanding out and trying to protect those expansions. I actually think it's a little bit boring, at least for my style of play, just to stay on a local area like this. Just because I just like being forced out of my comfort zone and just forced to kind of react and build to those types of running out of materials situations. I think everything is back up and running normally now. Looks like it. Okay. Let's go back up here. Probably should just build a factory for railway segments, but... So if I start and I just click here where it has the green arrow, and I just click and drag. No, it doesn't do it that time. Okay, so you don't click and drag. What you do... Can't cancel that? Wait, how do I cancel out of this? Okay. So what you actually do is you don't click and drag. You just click once, and it does it automatically. So if I click here, select that. So click here where it has the arrow, and just click once, and then it enters the track laying mode, and then I can just walk it out. And it looks like I can just do stuff while walking it out. But it looks like it maxes out. You can't click and hold and just walk and drag. It's so slow it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these underground transporter belts built. Click and drag. So I'm going to need to expand this just a little bit. Just put that there. Okay, that looks like it's working now. I had these all in the wrong direction. I mean, you don't have to. You can play however way you want, Darius. I mean, if that's the way you want to play, that's good. But I just think there's... I just think I like the fact that it forces me to do that and forces me to secure new areas. Because now what this is actually making us do is it's making us figure out a way to get iron into here. And in the later game, it'll force us to figure out a way to get more iron ore into this production once this mines out. So it's kind of forcing you to build and expand and keep your logistical systems running. I like that type of challenge myself, and that's why I don't use mods like that. But once again, you can play any way you want. I won't judge you. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll just expand this out to here. And we'll make our train stop right here. Now the easiest way I find to do train stops like this is just to try and loop them around. Nope, nope, stop. Gonna take up too much of my resources. I need to pick up some more steel here. Where's my steel production? Oh, it's way up here. We'll grab it on our way back. Oops. So this should connect there. It doesn't look like it worked. Let's back this up a little bit. There. So the train will come down this way, it will stop here, it will loop back up here, and it'll come back up the track, and it'll just go between these two stops. So we just need to come up here, and we just need to do the same thing up here, and just create a turnaround. And I forgot to pick up my gosh darn steel. Go ahead and turn this insert around back on, just because there's so much steel starting to stockpile here. And then I'll kill these, and that will just leave an entire separate section to stockpile on. Okay. And this train stop can be here. And I'm just going to extend this a little bit further. Oh, I forgot to build my railways. Wow, up to 5 viewers. Once again, an all-time high, 5 viewers. We'll keep going for a little bit. I know we've been at this a while, but I think we'll keep going for a night now. Trying to judge this is pretty hard. Nope. One tile off. There we go. So the train should come back up through here. It will loop this way, pick up its contents, and go back. So now I actually need to build the bloody train. It's going to require a bunch of engine units. It's going to require steel and pipe. Okay. 4 turrets. We had another biter attack down here where we just beefed up the turrets. It's a good thing we did. What? We lost 2 of the 4 turrets. I'd best go down here. Oh, they got... Jesus. I really feel like maybe these biters shouldn't be ignoring me so much. I got 1 bite there. I get the distinct impression I am taking too long to get this all set up, and I need to be focusing more on security. I don't have any concrete with me. I was about to say, if I had concrete with me, I would build a short wall around this section just to help protect it. But I don't, so I can't. I also need to go pick up some more bullets. Is this running again? Yeah, everything looks like it's running again. Go ahead and we'll grab some ammunition while I'm here. Go ahead and pick up a stack of turrets. And I guess I will go ahead and pick up just a couple of wall segments, just so that as I'm going around there, I can start protecting some of these turrets. So thankfully we already have a source of iron and steel together, which is right here. And that should do it for the electrical engines. Electrical engines and normal engines, sheesh. Okay. Which tab is this under? Pump? Locomotive? I must be missing where the... Oh, there they are. Engine units. Steel gears pipe. Steel gears pipe. Steel gears pipe. Steel gears pipe. Yeah. You never have enough production resources, Darius. That's for sure. Never enough production resources. Okay, so let's start by putting this here. We'll do 2 reds or long inserters like this. We'll get custom out of telephone poles again. That there. Again? They just attacked like a minute ago. What got destroyed here? Just some telephone poles. I guess the biters are really starting to scale up on me now. Circle of protection wall. As sure as a Magic the Gathering joke nobody will get. There. Try and get through that. Okay, so we're going to feed that over here. I know I have iron pipes producing down there, but those are pipes for my personal usage to build things with the oil industry. These pipes are going to be set up exclusively for engine units. I think this will actually be gear wheels. And well, this is just temporary. This is just to help me build my trains. Okay, so I just need some piping, which can be here. Then I need one more assembling machine. Aha! You are blocked by my wall. They're attacking down here, but you can see they're only hitting the wall and nothing else. And the turrets look like they took care of them. Excellent. Operation Build the Wall was a complete success. We did it, boys. Okay. Got a little distracted there. Let's go ahead and build that there. Get an underground transport belt system to bring these pipes over here. Now normally I would never do it this way, but since I'm just setting this up temporarily... Under attack again? Ah, crap. They're attacking a section that's not protected by turrets yet. Hang on, we gotta run over here. Ah, they didn't even destroy anything. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll just build 1, 2 turrets here. Should be good to protect this section. Eventually we're going to get full coverage here, but as I said, I just don't want to do it now. And more biters. Ooh, they were right on top of me, I didn't even see them. They're attacking like right here? No clue. We'll just put one here just in case, I guess. We'll only put 25 ammo though. Those were only 2 biters that showed up there. Now, how biters actually work is if you don't have a wall, they don't exist until they run into something. You'll see them on the mini-map, I think, but I don't think they'll actually spawn in until they hit something. So because I don't have a turret or anything over here, it's possible they could just sneak in over here. Ooh, getting hit by biters on the left. But as I was trying to say before I was rudely interrupted was that this can actually result in the biters just kind of appearing like they're appearing out of thin air in the middle of your base. Once we get the wall set up, that will shut all of that down. How's power doing? Wait, really? Oh, because we don't have research running. I am terrible at this game. I think we're going to need gates. Construction robots? Construction robots. What we'll actually want to do too is we'll actually want to get construction robots with repair material in them, and they can just fly around and repair a lot of this damaged stuff. We don't have to worry about it, which is why I'm avoiding repairing anything right now. Steel. This should build the electrical units that we need. But it's going to do it so slow, it's going to take forever to get a train up and running, so I think I'll do is I'll just build a second one. No? No, because it wants to put it on the other side. Well, we'll fix that. Yeah, I just got answered about shit. Somebody's still waiting for me to build the train. The problem with building the train is I need engines to do it, and I've got to build those engines. This is a really wonky way of setting this up. There, the world's most efficient system to get that over there. Go ahead and just build these gates. I don't need a wall if I have a sufficient density of turrets or something to distract them from approaching. That's true, but the wall acts as a good health barrier. These walls have a lot more hit points, 350, than these turrets. 400. Actually, they only have 350 compared to 400? Huh. Well, I'm wrong. I still like putting the walls there. They act as a good meat shield, and you can build them 2 or 3 deep, and with construction robots, they don't even get to the turrets. I probably would be fine with a sufficient amount of turrets, but I still just prefer the wall as a personal preference. The same thing that happened at the south happened to the west. Who knew? Looks like they got one of the underground transporter belts. Doesn't look like they killed much else, though. It says they killed one thing, but I can't see which one they killed. Yeah, time for those walls, time for those walls. I hear you, I hear you. They're not like quantum states? I think the walls just give you more of a buffer. That should stop those guys from getting in there. Oh, we got another biter build up down over here. You know, with biters building up like this, I should probably build myself some armor. Somebody off of the stream just mentioned that I should probably try to save energy for the attacks. Turrets don't consume any power. One of these transporter belts got killed. Since I just killed the build up before I got here, there's like a little small trickle of enemies. Go ahead and get our research back up and running here. I think I like modules. Yeah, the attacks might be increasing, but I don't think they consume power. Yeah, the only turrets that consume power are electrical turrets. As you can see, there's no turret power rating. Usually over here on this right-hand side, if something consumes power, you'll see it there. Like there's the energy consumption for that. Over here is 60 kilowatts, because there's no energy consumption for there. The reason why they're attacking is just because we're getting bigger. We're having more of an impact on pollution in the environment. And that's just what the game is supposed to do. I mean, if we go in here to the map and we see the pollution, we're just producing so much that we're getting attacks. And the fact that this is probably so close to an enemy base down over here, that it's just probably going to constantly draw in attacks. So we'll have to keep an eye on that ammo. That will probably be the first place that we get laser turrets up and running. Okay, I've lost my focus of what I was doing there. We were setting up electrical engines over here. Not electrical engines, normal engines. And I wanted to look in to see if there were any production problems with this iron. And they're not. It's just there's not enough of that. I'll be fine. These are still running at full efficiency. Ooh, 29? I have a lot more than I thought. I think I only need 50. Oh, only 20. Why did I think I need 50? Oh well. Go ahead and build our train head. Modules are researched. Let's go ahead and research modular armor. Just want better armor. Give attacks over here and over here again, but it's being taken care of. So let's go up here. We'll drop the train right here. Is this facing the right direction? No, so it's got to face that direction. Okay. Ooh, achievement. Yeah, I actually haven't played this far since they introduced achievements. 2 should be okay. Oh, that is a nice animation. This didn't used to happen, but when the I guess the carts stop, they open up. That's a good animation to show for that they're ready to receive or take cargo in. I really like that little effect there. So what I'm doing here is I'm just placing a couple of inserters to just put coal into the train, because the train is coal powered. So this will start to fuel it up. Ooh, you can adjust the coloring? That's cool. A little picture-in-picture mode. They've really enhanced trains this patch. Nice. Yep, the more pollution, Lauren, the more you'll be attacked. Braking force? Oh, allows the trains to slow down faster. Okay. Just gonna... I don't have anything really I need to research right now, I don't think. So I'm just gonna go through them one by one, I guess. And that will get these onto the train. Alright guys, I think that's about enough today. We've been going for an hour and a half. I think that's more than enough for a video here. We're going to pick up on this tomorrow. We will finish off our railway construction. We got to put another rail stop down there, get this train moving, get the electric circuits put up, get the advanced electric circuits put up. We're going to probably have to start producing batteries. Landfill, by the way, allows you to fill in water tiles. We're going to get the advanced factories up, and then the advanced circuits up. We're going to get batteries up. We're going to get laser turrets up. And if we have enough time, we'll build the wall. All right. Don't forget, if you like this video, hit the follow button. We will put these on YouTube. There's a link to the YouTube archive at the bottom. This one will be uploaded as soon as we're done. You guys have a good one, and we'll see you tomorrow.